With possession for the Nets.
Marshawn Brooks. It was scraped away by Mayo and Conley uncontested. Upstairs, it's showtime. Rudy Gay on the finish off the bank pass from Mike Conley.
So there's 5
ball by the Nets.
There you see the turnover, and they're out and off the backboard pass to Rudy Gay. That was a pass, by the way. Conley knows that the guy's coming, so he just lays it up there, and Rudy Gay finds it and finishes it.
Getting ready to wave goodbye to 2011, the Sixers at Golden State. Those the ankles of Stephen Curry back after being sidelined for a game with a sprained ankle. Klay Thompson starting in place of Monte Ellis, who was out attending his grandmother's funeral in Mississippi. She passed away Christmas morning. Curry wastes no time getting the Warriors jump-started. Nice drive there in amongst the trees for the layup in the early lead for Golden State. Philadelphia looking to fly. Evan Turner for Andre Iguodala bringing down the house. The half-court alley-oop. That's what I call timing, my friends. Now Curry checks back into the game with 3.6 seconds to go to do this. The 3 to end the quarter. 10 points in the first quarter for Curry. 21 points, 4 assists in the game. Golden State up by 6 after 1. Brandon Rush. Great look there to Jarrell Wright for the layup. Nice reverse, but Wright only 2 of 10 shooting, just 4 points. Good ball movement for Philadelphia. Lewis Williams. The good hands. 4 for 4 from three-point range. 23 points off the bench for him. Elton Brand. Nice passing inside to Thaddeus Young there. Young had 18 points, 6 rebounds, and to Spencer Hawes here. 4 assists for Brand. He also had 5 steals. Sixers outscoring Golden State 31-17 in the second quarter, up 8 at the half. Third quarter, Iguodala steps up. Boom. Philly 11 of 20 from three-point range. Warriors trying to get back into it, down double digits big. Curry, no. Iguodala quickly to Drew Holiday. No charge there on the backcourt. Iggy, complete night for him. His numbers in just a moment. We go to the fourth quarter. More Sixers doing everything they want to do. Williams misses the floater badly, gets it back, and out to Drew Holiday before the shot clock winds down, and he beats it. 80-62. Things are clicking for the 76ers. Iguodala, the pull-up 3, 14 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. More Philadelphia. Wright misses the 3. Holiday to Williams, running all day long, and the foul. He made the free throw. Sixers win this one big, 107-79. Curry and David Lee combining for 40 points for Golden State, but the rest of the Warriors only 39. Both teams now 2-2.
The Denver Nuggets coming off of back-to-back overtime games, splitting those two. Meanwhile, the Clippers try to avoid its first 3-game losing streak of the season. Maybe Chris Paul's son could give him some pre-game luck. Blake Griffin and company looking to close out the first half of the season with win number 20. And here is Lob City. 14-9, Clippers leading the Nuggets with full extension. Then it's the Nuggets in transition. Kenneth Faried on the receiving end. And the road team is within just 1. On to the second quarter. Jordan Hamilton driving and finding his way to the cup. Hamilton back in his hometown of Los Angeles. And they're putting Denver up by 5. Now Blake in the post working it. 1-point deficit for the home team. Andre Miller shows that they can do some Lob City in the Mile High City as well. Kenneth Faried. Now it's Miller to Corey Brewer, who has been on fire of late. 12 points from Brewer. Miller up top to Timothy Mozgov. 1 year ago today, Mozgov shipped from the Knicks to Denver. Miller had 8 assists in the game. On to the third quarter we go. Some more of Miller. Throwing the touchdown pass LeBron James style, and Kenneth Faried again burying the ball. 57-54 Denver. But this is Staples Center, and this is what happens on Blake's home turf. One of the top plays of the night. Talk about full extension. Now Chris Paul driving to the cup and getting that one to fall. Oh, look at the handle from CP3. You'll see that this weekend in Orlando. Now from the outside, He connects. Paul scored the last 9 points for the Clippers in the third, finished with 36. Clippers up by 2. Here a scary moment for fans of the Clippers, and if you're rooting for the Western Conference All-Stars on Sunday. Blake takes a hard fall, goes to the bench, puts some ice on his elbow. He'd be okay. Jordan Hamilton from the outside, coming off the bench to drop 18. Blake, here he is, elbows just fine. 27 points, 12 boards for Blake. That tied the game at 91. Now Griffin, over to DeAndre Jordan, and the bunny goes down, plus the foul. 3-point advantage for the Clippers. Now looking to make it a 7-point lead. Blake misses the free throw. Caron Butler misses the layup, but DeAndre Jordan says it's garbage pickup day in LA. The Clippers end their 2-game losing streak, going into the break with 20 wins, winning 103-95. Wednesday night, the Pacers looking for their 9th straight win over the Bobcats. And Charlotte wearing the old Carolina Cougars jerseys from the ABA in the late 60s, early 70s. And DJ Augustine seems to like the new jerseys. Bismack Biyombo gets the block on Darren Collison, and then Biyombo finishes what he started. 2 hands for safety. Charlotte out to a 9-point advantage, trying to end Indiana's 3-game win streak. Boris Diaw to Kemba Walker, 24-16, Charlotte in charge. But back on the other end, a homecoming of sorts for Tyler Hansbrough, who played his college ball in North Carolina. Hansbrough had 12 points at the break, and it was just a 3-point deficit for the Pacers. Dante Jones, the 3 to put Indiana up by 1, 41-40. Here's more of Indiana. Paul George in the post, 1 bounce, and gets the leaner to drop in to put the Pacers up by 10. Corey Maggette driving to the hole. He had 20 points. It was just an 8-point deficit at this point. On the third quarter, on the break, Biyombo finishing what Maggette couldn't. 60-59 Indiana. Now it's Boris Diaw, the DJ Augustine corner 3-ball. We're tied at 62-62. But much more from Tyler Hansbrough. Working the old school hook plus the foul. Season high, 22 for Hansbrough to go along with 9 rebounds. 72-64 Indiana. Hansbrough did miss here, but Jones finishes. 13-point advantage for the road squad. And then one more for the Pacers. A lot of traffic in the paint. Lewis Admonson gets the tip in. He had 8 points, and the Pacers have tied a season high, winning 4 in a row. 102-88. The bench scored 55 points in Indiana's victory.
Lakers in New Orleans taking on the Hornets. Don Johnson of Miami Vice fame in the house. And Kobe.
You know what that is? No, that's that Mamba sound.
He got his Mamba on in this game, too.
How old is that man? He got some lift a little bit.
Hey, Shaq, Kobe still has father time right where Kobe wants him. Doesn't he?
Yeah, he's playing great. You know, he knows how to pace himself. You know, one thing about him is he works double extra hard. So, you know, he's going to always come in shape, and he's always going to try to take it to the next level.
But hold on, they're up by how much?
The Hornets are doing it. You know who's doing it for them? Jarrett Jack hit 30 points in this game on 13 of 21. New Orleans built a 17-point lead at that point. Back come the Lakers.
How old is that man?
Kobe Bryant. He's north of 30.
Well,
I want to say 33.
Good pass, Bynum.
Bynum Powell had 18 and 10 in perhaps his final game as a Laker. Fisher the miss. Both teams hustling. Former Laker Trevor Ariza over there trying to get it to Powell. Back to Bynum.
Throw it down. You know, good thing about this team is because of the way they have won their championships, they never panic. So, you know, being down 15 is nothing.
Gustavo Ayon with an ill-advised foul. Fouled Kobe shooting a three with 19.3 to go. Kobe went bang, bang, bang. And then the Hornets had this attempt for the win.
Came in.
Bad teams find a way to lose.
Kaman had a wide open elbow jumper, couldn't hit it.
Is this the point four situation?
No, 2.1. But Kobe fading away much like Fish back in the day in the 2004 playoffs.
Had a look.
Kobe missed. Shaq, do you like the design there, having Kobe fading so far away?
I would like to see him come up from the bottom, come off the top of the key and get it and just take the shot.
So we went to overtime in New Orleans.
Good teams find a way to win.
Kobe Bryant facing up Bellinelli. Oh, throws it down plus the foul.
Here goes that masked man.
Kobe had 33.
Mama, who's that masked man? Ariza.
Ariza.
I got a championship too.
Trevor Ariza had just
Atlantic Division battle. The Nets on the road looking for a season-high fourth straight win away from home, taking on the Celtics. And look at that. Some off-season work by Patrick Chung of the New England Patriots. Rajon Rondo amidst all the trade rumors, taking on the Nets. Paul Pierce having to step up as Ray Allen sitting this one out, feeling ill. We go the other side. It's Darren Williams. The driving layup off the window and the foul. But D. Will had just 12 points. Off the ball, Pierce missed. Chris Wilcox right there for the great putback. 24-16 Boston. Now Brook Lopez coming off of a season-high 38-point performance. That's a bucket and one more at the line. He had 28. Rondo to Kevin Garnett, 2 of his 20. Also had 10 boards. It was an 8-point lead for the home team, who comes in winners of 2 straight. Now Rondo, the theft. And uncontested after missing the first, gets the second to go. Part of a 12-0 Boston run. They led by 14. Rondo, another steal. Gets it to Michael Petrus, filling the shoes of Ray Allen in a big way tonight. He had 11 points, 46-30 Boston. On to the third quarter we go. Brandon Bass serves up a plate of rejection. And then it is Rondo to Paul Pierce. And isn't that the truth? 72-49, Boston in control. Rondo, the great feed to Pierce. He would make the free throw and make it a 79-53 advantage for the C's. Then it's Chris Wilcox giving it back to Rondo. With nobody around him, Rondo knocks down 2 of his 14. Coming off a triple-double the other night, he also had 13 assists, so a double-double on a Friday for Rondo. Paul Pierce had 27 for the Celtics, 97-76 Boston. And then one more for good measure. Pierce to Chris Wilcox. Oh, big-time jam by the big fella. Boston wins it 107-94, putting an end to New Jersey's 3-game road winning streak. Meanwhile, Boston, all of a sudden rolling, they've won 3 straight games.
Great block shot. But that's just one heck of a play.
Oh, my goodness. That's his third rejection. And there's a 36-year-old future Hall of Famer blocking one of the most explosive players in the game today.
Once again, they are the top 2 teams in the Eastern Conference. They met in the Eastern Conference Finals. Last year, it's the Miami Heat, it's the Chicago Bulls, but the MVP sitting this one out with a sore groin. We flash you back to a game they played on January 29th. LeBron James hurdling John Lucas III. At the time, this was among the dunks of the year until Blake Griffin came along and dunked all over Kendrick Perkins. But yeah, you see it one more time. He leaps John Lucas III. Now tonight, this is LeBron James warming up so he can jump over other people, no doubt whatsoever. First quarter, LeBron gets the rebound. Passes to Chris Bosh, who finds Dwayne Wade all alone for the easy jam. The Chicago native, 16 of 26 from the field. He had 9 in the opening quarter. Later in the first, it's LeBron missing the fadeaway, but Joel Anthony, rebound, fine. How about LeBron? Yeah, LeBron inside for the easy left-handed dunk. He had 14 points in the opening quarter as we take you into quarter number 2. Taj Gibson going in for the power jam. On the Heat, he had 8 points and 8 rebounds. Chicago up 26-25, a very symmetrical game for Taj Gibson. Later in the second quarter, Omer Asik rebounds and finds Kyle Korver for 3, and you got to guard that guy. He had 12 points on the night. Chicago up 37-28. Later, Joakim Noah with the block on one end. We go the other way, and keep your eye on Joakim Noah. Big jam over Joel Anthony. Huge jam, in fact. 14 points, 6 rebounds. Chicago up by a dozen. John Lucas III in the game hits the three-pointer. He was 9 of 12 from the field. Scottie Pippen likes what he sees. Chicago up 50-34. Lucas with 11 at the half. Later, LeBron James on the business end of an alley-oop there. LeBron 20 at the half, so that's even better. Third quarter, C.J. Watson outside, hitting a 3. He had 11 points on the night. Chicago up 61-53. Later in the third quarter, Ronnie Brewer alone for 3, and that looks good as well. 12 for Brewer. Chicago up by 15. LeBron James was 2 of 3 from distance on the night. He hits that one, and Chicago's lead is cut down to 10 as we go into the fourth quarter. And in that fourth quarter, it's Dwayne Wade hitting a jumper of his own, using the pick, not using the pick, goes over Kyle Korver, gets the friendly roll. He had 36. How about John Lucas perhaps getting a measure of revenge in this game? He had 24 points. Bulls up 94-82. Being guarded by LeBron, he goes up and over LeBron. We're going to need to see that one more time. LeBron has jumped this guy. But John Lucas III wins tonight. Chicago takes it by 4 without D. Rose. Your final score, 106-102. After cruising past the Nets on Tuesday night, Miami looking to make it 2 straight wins and 11 in a row at home. The Floridian jerseys as the Heat welcome an undermanned Hawks team. No Joe Johnson, no Tracy McGrady, and LeBron says the highlight factory should be in Miami. LeBron going nuts in the first quarter for 11. Check it out again as the Heat were up by 5. But here comes Josh Smith later in the quarter. Misses on the first, gets his own board. Smith gets the putback. He had 10 in the first quarter. Hawks trail by 6. On to the second quarter. How about some veteran play? When you're undermanned, you need to get guys to step up. And here is Jerry Stackhouse going the distance. 33-28, Hawks trailing, but sticking around. Now it's Josh Smith again carrying the club. In the paint, the hook. He had 23 on 9 of 22 from the floor. That one tied the game up. Now it's more from the Hawks. And it's Zaza Pachulia, who played a very physical game, kicking it. Stackhouse the triple. He came off the bench for 10. Atlanta up by 2 as they headed to the break. Now in the third quarter, it's Dwayne Wade. Some defense from Miami. The interception, and he goes the other way. Mario Chalmers back to Wade. 65-62. Miami trailed by 3. More from Miami. In the half-court set, LeBron and company go on an 11-0 run. And they got some celebrities in the audience. Cam Newton taking this one in. Sunny day in Miami. Heat on the break. Dwayne Wade misses the lane. Both teams go after the ball. LeBron ends on top of Zaza Pachulia, who tries to hold them down. A technical foul assessed. As we take another look at this one, the game was really physical. Pachulia holding down the back of the neck. Later on, it's LeBron making him pay with buckets. On the break, LeBron, 2 of his 31 points and 11 rebounds. Miami, who found themselves down by 10, now lead by 3. But here comes Jeff Teague. 16 points on 8 of 12 shooting. We're again tied 77-77. More from Wade. Working the post. 2 of his 18. Wade 7 of 17 from the floor. Miami up by 1, 81-80. Chris Bosh. Baseline J. He had 9 points. 85-81. Miami leading by 4. How about Gennaro Pargo getting involved? The lay-in plus an opportunity for one more. Cuts the deficit for the road team to just 1. 15 seconds to go. Dwayne Wade up top. Udonis Haslem putting it down low. 87-84, 3-point lead for Miami. 7 seconds to go. Hawks ball. It's Josh Smith leading Vladimir Radmanovic, 87-86. Miami leads by 1. D-Wade would get fouled and make both free throws, 89-86. Now it's 2.7 to go. Hawks ball last chance. They need a triple for the tie. Jadero Pargo misses the 3, and the Heat win it, rallying in the second half, 89-86, 11th straight home win for Miami.